Rock 100.5 KATT. I am Cameron Buchholtz here with Sam from Chevelle. What's happening, man?
Oh, actually been really busy. Everything's great, honestly.
Good, good. Well, we're super stoked to have you guys headlining KATTFest in August, man. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of shows with Breaking Benjamin this year.
Hmm.
In September, October. So these are a few we're doing a few shows on our own, which is great. And then anytime you can get a festival vibe behind it, it's even better. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised. I was looking back at old KATTFest. This will be your third KATTFest, but
Mhm.
you guys didn't play one until like 2015, which I thought was odd. I was surprised about that. But in
Really?
2015, yeah, there was. I mean, I'm sure you did, whatever mayhem festivals or whatever else, but
Oh
somehow,
yeah.
but yeah, you guys headlined KATTFest back in 2015, and then again, I think with Corn in 2017. So.
Hmm.
But all of those were at the old Zoo Amphitheater. This was
That's
a
right.
new place at the Lucky Star Amphitheater. So it'll be good. I think it's your next U.S. date, right?
That seems right. Yes. It's August 22nd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to go to Europe for just like 10 shows. It's the whole thing is like 15 days or something like that. But which we're really looking forward to because we haven't been back in Europe in a little while. But playing in the US is it's pretty fun. I mean,
Sure.
after all these years.
Now, when you go to Europe, what's the kind of vibe there? Is that have you worked those markets a lot, or like what's the comparison? Because I know a lot of bands, especially kind of from your era or whatever, a lot of them never really worked Europe, and it's kind of
Yeah.
strange. They go over there and play clubs or whatever.
So it's funny because it's a long story how that all happened. But we haven't been back there since 2017. And of course, all the stuff that happened with COVID changed everything, and it's much more expensive to tour there. It's expensive for any band to tour outside their own country. That's just the
Hmm.
reality of it. And so it's the same thing for us. So being able to do things together, it goes a long way. Um, so yeah, the vibe of being there has been awesome. And so we just want to get back to headlining there. So we wanted to do some stuff with Breaking Ben who are on those shows and to just see if Europe wanted us to come back or whatever.
Hmm.
And the shows went so well that we're gonna go back and do some headline stuff next year. So it's pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
And it's probably it makes you maybe feel I don't know what the word would be, but you guys get to fly over there for those dates, whereas the Breaking Benjamin crew they're gonna be on a, or at least Ben is gonna be on a boat, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's his thing. I mean,
Yeah,
either he really hates airplanes or he really loves boats. It's
sure.
hard to say. Yeah.
But I think you guys will be more well rested, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe the boat's relaxing. I don't know.
I think it's not I think anytime you can sleep, it's better. I
Sure.
mean, on a plane, you know what those flights are like. They suck,
Hmm.
you know? But whatever. My
Yeah.
wife's Australian, so we go to Australia every year and every other year. That takes us like 30 hours to get there. And by the end of it, you're just like, how is that ever worth it? But you do
Sure.
it again.
Yeah. You forget, and it's
You
fine.
forget. It's like having children, right? You forget how hard the baby was and you have another one.
There you go. I wouldn't know that yet, but we'll see. But
Yeah.
now, you're talking about the big U.S. dates with Breaking Benjamin, and you guys are still out supporting the record from last year, "Bright as Blasphemy."
Hmm.
And I think last time I talked to you was when you guys were in OKC, just real shortly after that record came out. I think it was like last September.
Right.
And that tour that you guys were on right after that record came out, it really seems like you guys kind of leveled up somehow or something. Like it just felt bigger and it felt I don't know, there was
Yeah.
something special about it.
Well, it's nice you to say that because that is exactly what happened. We sold more tickets than we ever had, and people just came to the shows and stayed. And it was the shows were so great and just made us want to keep headlining in the US and just keep doing it. And so we will. I think I think it's really there's a resurgence obviously in rock music as we've all noticed.
Hmm.
And but also I think that it's a really hard time for ticket sales. Like there has to be value in the ticket. And I think also tickets are expensive. And
Hmm.
so even for us, like when they said, oh, we want to keep all of our tickets under $60, and we were like, oh, that seems like a lot. And they're like, it's not actually for
Yeah.
these days. Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, so tickets are expensive, and I think that the other thing is, I think all these second party ticket resellers and stuff are throwing off a lot is the curve, right? Because
Mm,
there's, once 90% of the tickets sell, like everything's $200 or whatever. But it's not going to us, that's not going to the venue, that's going to
sure.
somebody else. So our
Hmm.
ticket's still $60 or whatever they paid for it. And I think there definitely has to be a fix. Like there has to be a fix for this. Like why do we need to go to ticket resellers to buy things? Why can't we buy all the tickets
Hmm.
from the promoter? And we're seeing that like back in the day, you'd buy 4 tickets to a show, only 2 people could go, so you would scalp your tickets outside the show, but that
Hmm.
was illegal. You get in
Right.
trouble for it, right?
Hmm.
And so why is it legal now? Just
Yeah.
because of the internet. And look, I may not know what I'm talking about, but it just seems like it's killing everybody. It's killing a lot of the vibe for sure.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's the blue dot fever is the term everyone's using, and it is a different thing too when you could go and if it's not a GA show, you can see exactly what's available and what's not, and
Hmm.
that's a different sort of perspective too.
It is, yeah.
I mean, talking about expensive tickets, I do want to throw out the KATTFest tickets this year are exceedingly cheap. People can get them two for $50. They go on sale tomorrow at
That's
cat.com.
amazing.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In honor of the Cat's 50th anniversary, we're doing two for 50. So if people want to see Chevelle for about as cheap as they're ever going to be able to see it, that's
yeah.
the opportunity.
1999 pricing. Yes.
Indeed, yeah. But now, having had Brightest Blasphemy out for
Mhm.
coming up on a year, how does it feel kind of looking back on it and having more perspective on it now?
I mean, it feels really good. The first single was Rabbit Holes, and it did fine, but the second single, Pale Horse, did
Hmm.
better.
Hmm.
And I fully expected Rabbit Holes to be the song that connected more with people, and it wasn't. It was Pale Horse, and it's pretty great because Pale Horse is a kind of a journey song, right? Where it just kind of goes through a bunch of different
Hmm.
things, and it's a ton of fun for us to play it. So I was so excited that it turned into something special. Yeah.
Now, do you generally have a pretty good idea of what songs are going to connect? Like when you guys are choosing singles and stuff, do you feel like you've been good at guessing like, oh, that's one that, or are you often surprised?
I'm not often surprised, although um, you after the record of the album is finished, that's when you go and look at what seems like a good single, and it's been both. I've been right and I've been completely wrong.
Hmm.
So throughout the years, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what makes it
sure.
the song. It's just sometimes things just connect, and sometimes they don't. That's for
Hmm.
sure.
But now, with Bright as Blasphemy being out for like a year, as you're going out, on these Breaking
Mhm.
Benjamin runs and CatFest and stuff, how much of that are you guys still going to be playing? Because if I remember right, you guys did a decent amount of it on the last tour, didn't you? At least it was what,
Yeah.
4 songs, something maybe. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
exactly.
mean, we would play the whole thing if people would stand for
Yeah.
it. Since '99, after playing all of these other songs, some of them for so long, you don't even want to rehearse them anymore because you're just like just play them for the show. Um,
I mean, you don't need to
but
rehearse the red at this point, right?
we do not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty hard to make me do that. The way I think about it is that the Rolling Stones, right? Keith Richards famously said, and I might get this kind of wrong, but he famously said, "I basically don't pick up a guitar unless I'm walking on the stage." Right? Obviously, if he's playing on an album or for somebody's album, then he probably. But he basically saying, "I don't practice ever
Mhm. Yeah,
because why? Why would he? Like if you don't have it by now, you're not going to learn it before the
sure.
show." Yeah.
So that's you guys' mindset. You guys just kind of go out and do it.
For those songs, yeah, but we still rehearse 95% of what we're going to play. And Pete is one of the most driven people I've ever met. And he just he plays every single day. He has to play every day because he said for me to maintain this and be able to sing these songs and know all the chords and the changes and the just the rhythms of them. Um, he said I have to play them every day or I just lose it. And you'll know. I mean, you could
Yeah.
see that sometimes when people go on stage and just kind of make a
Yeah,
lot of ridiculous mistakes. But hey, that's part of the fun too, right?
sure.
I don't care if I make mistakes as long as I'm working and I've done the work and I make a mistake, fine. I just don't want to make a mistake because I didn't practice.
Sure. And I
Yeah.
just I would much rather see a band make a mistake because then at least
Mhm.
that way I know it's actually live.
Mhm. Totally true, man. Yeah, no tracks, no nothing.
Awesome, man. Well, again, thank you for the time, and just
Yeah.
super stoked to have you at KATTFest in August. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be great. It's you guys, Chevelle, I Prevail, and Aaron Jones and Sleep Theory, Mothica, Eva Under Fire, and a local on that as well. And tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at cat.com, luckystarcasino.org. And yeah, man, just super stoked to have you back.
Yeah, two for $50. Can't
That's
beat
yeah,
it.
indeed. I'm sure they'll add on some fees or whatever, but still exceedingly cheap for this day and
Exceedingly cheap.
age.
Agreed. Good value.
Indeed, indeed. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, anytime. We'll see you very soon.